Yeah, good evening all. So myself, I'm Vijay. Like I hold 20 plus years of experience, which includes nearly 8 plus years of experience in Python environment. So my experience includes design, development, and implementation of Python and Django based applications. Well versed in implementing different Python libraries like NumPy, CP, Pandas, PyTables, Matplotlib, right? So before I start, can anyone please confirm whether my voice is clear, whether the screen is visible or not, right? Yes.
Yeah, screen is visible and voice is also clear.
Fine. So as part of today's demo, I'll be covering the following topics. Why Python? Already we have got many other programming languages. Why again Python required? And that too, Python is not a kind of programming that is very recently introduced. It was introduced in the year 1989. All of a sudden, why Python has got a great boom? Reasons which makes Python suddenly super popular. And who can learn Python? What are the prerequisites for learning Python? And how Python was built, right? By taking the features from different other programming languages and Python real-time applications. What kind of applications are we developing today by using Python? Python mostly used for developing what kind of applications? Python usage, that is Python features, Python comparison with other programming, Python comparison with other programming, right? Yes. And reasons why Python is suddenly super popular, right? Reasons why Python is suddenly super popular. And Python job market, current job market of Python and the scope of Python in the coming years, the scope of Python in the coming years, right? Yes, this is what I'll be discussing, right? So if you got any general queries, I'll be giving time for you at the end of the session, right? Yes. Right. So starting with why Python, I define Python in 5 lines. It's a general purpose programming. Python is a general purpose programming, right? Any kind of applications we can develop. So before Python, we have got some programming languages. If you heard about these languages like Pascal, Fortran, COBOL, right? These programming languages are purpose-based languages. Purpose-based languages. These are used for specific purposes. Pascal for complicated mathematical applications, Fortran for scientific applications, COBOL for business applications. These are used for a specific purpose. But a language which is suitable for developing any kind of application, a language which is suitable for developing any kind of application, such a language we call it as general purpose programming. It is not for a particular purpose. Any kind of applications we can develop today by using Python. So like web applications, automation applications, gaming applications, animation applications, embedded applications, networking applications, um, in this way, wide varieties of applications we can develop today by using Python. And that too, Python is also used as an implementation language in the various other high-end technologies, right? Like data science with Python, big data with Python, right? Robotics with Python, web applications creations with Python, right? Yes. And Python has got multi-programming features. It has got multiple programming features. What all the features we see in different other programmings, all the features we see here in Python. Because of this multi-programming features, we call Python as a hybrid language. And Python is a high-level language. Python is a high-level language, right? There are two types of languages. Two types of languages. Uh, low-level languages and high-level languages. Low-level language, like the assembly level language or machine level language. machine level language or machine assembly level, right? High level language. Low level and high level. Low level example, assembly or machine level. These languages, low level languages, firstly, they are not human understandable. They are not human understandable. Secondly, they are not portable. They are not portable, right? Yes. Not human understandable. Secondly, they are not portable. Machine, right? They are machine dependent. They cannot run on all the hardware and all the operating systems. They are not portable means the code can't be carried from system to system, right? Machine independent. They cannot run on all the hardware and all the operating systems. High level language like Python. Python is a high level language. Python, it's a human understandable, it's portable and machine independent. It's human understandable, it's portable and machine independent. Can run on all the hardware and all the operating systems. Okay. So Python is a high level language, right? Yes. General purpose programming, any kind of applications we can develop, multiple programming language features it has got. High level language, easily understandable, portable, and machine independent, can run on all the hardware and all the operating system. Interpreted language. Python is a interpreted language. Interpreted language means line by line execution, right? Which makes debugging easy, right? So we have got two types, two categories of languages here also, right? Yes. We have got compilation languages and interpretation languages. Compilation languages and interpretation languages. Compilation and interpretation. Compilation like C language. Interpretation like Python. What is the difference between this compilation interpretation? Compilation means if you've got some lines of code, the entire code executes at once. The entire code executes at once and it displays any errors. If you got any errors, it displays the errors, right? In line number 2, in line number 4, in line number 7, if you got any errors, it displays the errors. In Python, line by line execution, right? Line by line, which makes debugging easy, right? Okay, fine. So it is interpreted and user-friendly programming or programmer-friendly programming language, which provides simple syntaxes, which looks like normal English statements. So general purpose programming, multi-programming features, high-level language, interpreted language, and user-friendly programming. Okay. What multi-programming features, right? What are the programming features Python has got? Python has got what features? Python has got procedural oriented programming, procedural oriented programming features, like example C language. That's got procedural oriented programming, example like C language. Object oriented programming features. Object oriented programming features like C++, Java. That's got scripting features, right? Scripting features like shell script. Scripting features like shell script. Shell script. Like C language, like C++, Java. Scripting features like shell script. And modular programming features. It has got modular programming features like modular 3. Okay. Procedural-oriented programming, object-oriented programming, scripting features, and modular programming features. Just like C language, we can develop applications like C++, we can develop applications like Java, or like Modular 3, we can develop different varieties of applications. Because of this multi-programming features, we call it as a hybrid language. So two major programming languages which are used for enterprise applications creations, Java and Python. Python and Java are the two major programming languages used for enterprise applications creations, right? Yes. But the Java programmers or developers are strictly restricted to use only object-oriented programming. They are strictly restricted to use only object-oriented programming. Without object-oriented programming, there is no Java programmer application. Means everything we need to write within the class, right, in Java. But in Python, without object-oriented, with object-oriented, with procedural-oriented, with modular programming, we can write different varieties of applications. And scripting, Python has got scripting features. Python is one of the best scripting language with vast varieties of libraries, right? And modular programming. Because of this modular programming, Python has got a great boom today. Nearly 89,300 inbuilt modules Python is providing for different environment. So 89,300 inbuilt modules Python is providing for different environments. Okay. Whatever environment you are from, either you're from networking or testing or data science or big data or database or operating system, any background, right? Any environment, Python has got modules for those. We discuss more on these modules. For data science, we have got a separate modules available, like 10 to 15 modules available for data science environments. Right, like NumPy, CP, Pandas, Matplotlib, CP, Scikit-learn, right? Even for big data environment, like PySpark, separate modules Python has got for this big data science, and even for networking environment. For networking environment, not only modules, separate framework itself, Python is providing for network programming or network applications, and also for testing or test cases. And for operating system, OS kind of activities, for OS kinds of activities, right? Just by writing Python code, creating a directory, renaming a directory, listing out what is present in a directory, performing various operations, right? OS related operations. For each and every database, Python is providing a module. For each and every database, it is providing a module. For Oracle, CX underscore Oracle is the Python module. Means with this module, Python can easily connect with this Oracle. Means for every database, Python has got a module. For Oracle, it is providing CX underscore Oracle. For MySQL, right? It is providing PyMySQL, right? PyMySQL. And for SQL Server, it is providing PyODBC. In this way, we have got the modules. We no need to have the idea about all the drivers, like it's not as complex as other programmings, right? Connecting with the databases. Just the module and the connecting details is enough, right? Yes. So for every database, it provides a module, right? And not only like for each and every file format, for Excel files, I'll write Python code, right? Python code. I'll just write Python code. If I execute the Python code, Excel workbook will be created. Excel workbook will be created, an Excel file will be created, right? Again, within that Excel file, I can create Excel sheets. Right? And for CSV, comma separated values files. For JSON files. For PDF, any kinds of files, right? XML files. Right. Just a second. Okay, for CSV, JSON, Excel, PDF, XML files, right? For all this separate modules, Python is providing. And for mathematical operations, math module. For statistical operations, and for generating any types of graphs. Normal graph, bar graphs, histograms, scatter plots, right? Right. So in this way, these are some of the examples, right? Any types of graphs, normal graphs, I said, histograms, scatter plots, stack plots, pie graph, right? So these are some of the examples of some of these modules, right? In this way, thousands of modules, 89,300 modules Python is providing for different environments, for computer, for electronics, and even for civil environment, right? Python has got modules. Yes. Before you update with any technology, you need to know what kind of applications are we developing today by using it. Python real-time applications. Python real-time applications. What kind of applications are we developing today, right? Like Python mostly used in creation of web applications. It is mostly used in creation of web applications. Lot of web applications are getting developed today by using Python. Python has got a framework called Django framework, D silent Django framework. Uh, because of this framework, right? Django framework, at a rapid speed, you can develop web applications. You may ask, right? From last 25 years, Java, .NET, all these are mostly used in developing web applications. Why again Python? I was saying, right? At a rapid speed, you can develop web applications using this Django framework. That too with very less coding, with simple syntaxes. That too, Django has got its own database like SQLite 3, has got its own application server. It is providing many flexible features. All the .py files required for your project, everything will be created by it. And also used in automation applications. Today, Python mostly used in automation applications. Using technologies like data science, using technologies like IoT, using like robotics, automation of like data science, IoT, robotics, right? Yes. So IoT, or even if it DevOps environment, you can say, or robotics, Internet of Things. It is a physical network or device embedded with software, sensors, electronics for collecting data, exchanging data, and controlling the things, right? From the place where you are, right? In a simple way, electronic devices connecting and communicating with each other, right? Here, 90% of the coding in Python. Even for data science, right? Everything deals with the data. Data has got experience, data has got future reference. Using data or data science, we perform data analysis, data predictions, data classifications, data clustering, recommendation, pattern matching, right? It's a blend of techniques. The main technique, what we see here, data science. The main technique, what we see here is data science. Sorry, ML. So the main technique, what we see in data science is ML, machine learning, right? Blend of techniques. The main technique is machine learning. For the machine learning, we have got many techniques like regression, classification, clustering, pattern matchings, right? For these techniques to implement, you require a language. We require a language. So Python is the mostly chosen or mostly used programming for this ML or DL, machine learning, deep learning for this data science environment, right? Even DevOps, Python is one of the best. So here we write many automation scripts in DevOps, right? Using Python. Python is one of the best scripting language with the vast varieties of libraries. One more major area where Python is mostly used in big data environment, right? Huge data is getting generated today. Just KBs of data, MBs of data, GBs or TBs. But beyond that, we have got petabytes of data is getting generated today, right? Petabytes. For this huge data storage, we have got like big data tools, technologies available, right? Hadoop and Spark, especially Spark, very high speed processing technology implemented using a language like Python. We say like PySpark, right? Yes. Right. And apart from this, we have got another for scientific applications. For scientific applications, right? We have got CP, Scientific Python, and for numerical analysis, right? For numerical analysis, we have got NumPy. And for graphical user, for GUI or for animations, right? We got a TK Inter or PyQt. And for game development, Python mostly used today in developing games, lot of games, right? Single user, multi-user, online games. Single user, multi-user online games. Especially for game development, Python providing some frameworks like Pygame, Pykara. This Pygame and Pykara are two frameworks given by Python for developing games in Python. And some for 3D games, we got some 3D rendering libraries like PySoy, right? And for scheduling tasks, right? Python has got Airflow. And for testing or for test cases, Python is for testing or for test cases. And for software development, right? Yes. Software developers make use of Python as a support language. And for business applications, Python is one of the best choice in developing e-commerce websites, and one of the hardest application of Python, like database applications. Means without database, there is no web application. Python can connect with any database like Oracle, MySQL, DB2, SQL Server, right? And for networking applications, for networking applications, a separate framework Python is provided, right? Like Twisted Python for network programming or for networking applications. And for web scraping, scraping data from different websites, harvesting data from different websites. For this, we have got modules Python is providing, right? URL lib module, URL lib BS4 module, right? Yes. Are some of these examples. And for audio and video applications, right? Python has got modules for it, right? Some applications which already got created, like Team Player, C Player, some examples of this. For embedded applications, right? The most famous embedded application, Raspberry Pi, which uses Python for its computation. And for CAD or 3D CAD applications, Python is providing modules for it. And for computer vision, for face detection, color detection, object detection, right? Python is used. And even for data analysis, for robotics with Python, we see like bigger packages available, right? For this people with having knowledge on this robotics with Python. And for desktop applications creations, single user console applications. So these are some of those examples, right? In this way, Python mostly used in developing different varieties of applications. Some of these examples are this, right? Yes. Who are using Python today? Right. Who are using Python? Which companies are using Python? And topmost applications built using Python, right? Yes. Who are using Python? Topmost applications built using Python, right? Google is one of the best example of this Python web application. The Google web crawling is first written in Java. It was rewritten in Python, right? Yahoo using Python. YouTube using Python for its video sharing service. Uber pricing algorithm implemented using Python. Instagram built using Python. The prime reason for Instagram for choosing Python hybrid features, that is Python practicality, right? And NASA using Python for its research and development activities. Some other applications like Quora. We heard about these applications like Reddit, Pinterest. Quora, Reddit, Pinterest, Dropbox. MMOG, massively multiplayer online games. Maya, a powerful 3D animation which uses Python script. BitTorrent using Python for its file sharing service. iRobot for military and commercial operations. For hardware testing, companies like IBM, Seagate, Qualcomm, all this they use Python for hardware testing purpose, right? Yes. So who are using Python? Topmost applications built using Python, right? Yes. These are the topic. In this way, many applications are built using Python. Companies using Python. Reasons from the discussion what we had till now, right? Reasons which makes Python suddenly super popular, right? Reasons which makes Python suddenly super popular. Very less coding we see in Python. Most of the programmers or developers are attracted towards Python, migrating towards Python because of its very less code. Simple syntaxes given by Python, which looks like normal English statements. One more important feature of Python, interactive mode. We can easily interact with Python statement by statement. For every statement, it gives response, right? For example, in the bottom search panel, if I type CMD to go to the command prompt, if I type Python here, if I say type Python, if I say enter, the Python version is displayed, Python interpreter gets open. Three plus 5, 23 into 34. X is 10, Y is 4. What is X? What is Y? What is X plus Y? For every statement, no need to define the data type also. Directly we can say X as 10, Y as 4, X plus Y, X minus Y, X into Y, X by Y, X into 2, X to the power of 2. 10 square. X equal to hello, HELLO, right? X into 3. Prints hello for 3 times. X into 5. Prints hello for 5 times. Quit. If you say quit, it comes out of this, right? Yes. Interactive mode next. Very less code, simple syntaxes, interactive mode, multi-programming features, wide varieties of applications, we can create, many built-in libraries, right? Nearly 89,300 inbuilt modules Python has got for different environments. So these are the reasons which makes Python super popular. Very less code, simple syntax, interactive mode, statement for every statement it gives response, multi-programming features, wide varieties of applications, many built-in libraries, 89,300 modules Python is providing. So I'm saying like Python is the #1 ranked programming language today, mostly used programming language in today's industry, right? With diversified number of applications creations. Just I'll open Google and show you, right? The most popular coding language, right? Yes. Popular coding language, you can say, right? JavaScript and Python are the two most popular languages in that industry with high demand, right? We use Python-based backend frameworks such as Django framework, Flask, and Node.js, right? These languages are considered to be the best programming languages to learn for the beginners, and more results for this. The most popular programming language. Python remains the most popular, right? Python remains the most popular. And here, most popular programming languages. Python, JavaScript, Java. Python remains most popular, right? Most popular programming languages used by top 25 unicorns. Python first, Java, JavaScript. Observe here. Python, Java, JavaScript. You can see that emerging programming languages by popularity, right? By popularity. Python, Java, JavaScript. So just observe this. What programming languages should you learn? Python, JavaScript. Most popular program series, most in demand programming languages. 21, 22, Python, Java. Ranking wise, you can check, right? Language rank, can you see number one rank Python? Next comes Java, JavaScript. Language rank, right? Yes. Language rank, Python is the number one rank. Next comes the other programming languages. Top programming languages, Python, Java, JavaScript. Number of top 39 US computer science departments that use language for introductory courses. Python mostly. Next comes Java, MATLAB, and the other programming. Language rank number one rank is Python. Next comes Java, the other programming. And the usage of Python in the current industry, right? You know, see this graph, mostly used to programming. Python with the big circle, 31%, Java 19%, C++ 9, C 6%. And even volume of job openings, average salaries, ranking by average salary. Python stands first, next comes JavaScript. Ranking by volume of job openings, Python stands next to SQL, right? Fine. And even if you search for this Python jobs, if you see that the Python jobs, right? Lot of jobs for Python. 1,57,740 Python openings, right? In Naukri. And apart from this Python, if you update with the framework of Python, Django, right? Django framework, even if a lot of Django jobs, people who know Django are very less, who has command on this Django framework are very, very less, right? So 24,000 Django job vacancies in July, right? And what is the course content I'm going to discuss as part of this course, right? From the ground level to the advanced level, Python basics, why Python, history, applications, features, versions, installation of Python, flavors of Python, modes of execution, interactive mode, batch mode, Python editors and IDs, data types, constants, variables, comments, input output type conversions, escape sequences, operators in Python, all different types of operators, IDEs. In real time, we use IDEs, integrated development environment, PyCharm, Anaconda distributions, Jupyter, Spider, Eclipse. So I'm going to show you on multiple IDs, flow control statements, looping statements, string indexing, string slicing, string functions, string methods, string special characters, collections, lists, tuples, sets, dictionaries, list indexing, list slicing, list functions, list methods, list addresses, nested list modifications, right? Similarly, for tuples, sets, dictionaries, functions, categories of functions, arguments type, default, non-default, keyword, non-keyword, variable length, types of functions, lambda function, filter function, map, reduce, zip function, modules, different ways of importing, renaming, reloading, right? Package in Python, errors and exception handling, file handling in Python, object-oriented programming concepts in brief, regular expressions, how to extract data from the given data, database access, database connectivity, installation of database, right? Transaction management, Python, data in time, OS module, get list dir, chdir, rm tree, advanced concepts, iterator, generator, closures, decorators, web scraping, working with CSV, XML, JSON files, GUI programming, labels, fonts, buttons, Excel workbook, data analytics, introduction to data science, Python pandas model in brief, NumPy model in brief, matplotlib model in brief, right? These 30 topics as part of this Python core and advanced, right? And if apart from this, who wants to go for Python full stack? Python full stack, right? Framework of Python, Django in brief, frameworks, installation, project architecture with each and every .py file, applications, questions, views, templates, Django admin, Django models, advanced concepts, right? Yes. UI technologies like HTML, CSS, JavaScript, right? HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and MySQL database. So what I'll be discussing as part of this course. So just first thing is Python. Python. So here Python core and Python advanced. So both we are going to spend nearly 70 hours for that. It's not like 45 hours course. In brief, about all these 30 modules I said, right? And nearly takes 2 months. The fee structure is 6,000 for it, right? Yes. And apart from that, people who wants to go for Python full stack, apart from this Python, you will be given on this UI, you will be given knowledge on this UI technologies, right? Like web development, like HTML, CSS, JavaScript. Not over in brief, will be discussed about this. Yeah. And a part of Bootstrap. Apart from this framework of Python, Django framework, in that in this Django framework, nearly yes. Nearly 15 to 20 applications you'll be developing, right? Apart from this, one more framework I'm going to provide, that is Flask framework. Flask framework, right? Apart from that, REST API and a database like MySQL and a project. People who go for this full stack, right? From this from the 2nd to 7, it takes 70 days, 2 months duration. 7,000 is the fee structure for that. So Python less frameworks, right? Python 70 hours. Frameworks also it takes 70 hours. Totally 140 hours. 2 months. 2 months. 4 months, nearly takes 4 months. 6K. 7K, right? It's 13K is the fees. But if you're taking this entire package, taking this entire package with a single payment, right? So 12,000 is the fee for entire all this frameworks, REST APIs, UI technologies. So here nearly four courses are involved in this, right? Python, UI technologies, Django, Flask, and REST API. Five different. So the entire package is like 12,000, right? And this timings of this. Let me make it clear about the timings, right? 7 p.m. For the first 1 week, right? It will be at 7 p.m. Later, it will start at 8 p.m., right? First 1 week to 10 days, it will be at 7 p.m. Later, right? It will be at 8 p.m. Up to the end of the course, it will be at 8 p.m. only, right? Yes. And what you are going to get, right? Offerings from my side. So you'll be getting the session video, live video sessions, right? Of each and every session, right? You will be getting the video of each and every session to your Google Drives and soft copy of the class notes. Assignments and tasks to work with, to build some confidence and to write your own code. So this assignments and tasks will be provided, and a WhatsApp group for your technical discussions. If you get any error, you can take the snap of it and you can post in the WhatsApp group. And live interactive sessions. As it's a demo session, I was speaking most of the time, right? For the normal sessions, right? You'll be for every statement I type, you'll be responding what will be the output of the statements. And the interview questions. Yes. Apart from this, I also deal with big data engineering, right? There is also a big data package available, right? If you people are interested in, right, where it covers Hadoop, big data Hadoop, it covers, right? Spark with Python, we say like PySpark. Apart from that, PySpark, Linux, plus this 2 months of this Python course also included in that, right? It's Python core and advanced. Yes. So here it's Python core and advanced, right? This whatever you are attending this timing or Monday to Friday, it will be Monday to Friday. Any of my Python batch you can attend, right? Either this batch or any of my once you get enrolled. And this PySpark, it is it's a weekend, right? It's nearly for 12 weekends. It will be discussing on this 12 weekends batch, right? The 15,000 is the fees for it. On Saturday 2 hours and Sunday 2 hours, right? It is. This Saturday evening there is a demo for it. You can just check this site for it. How to pen PySpark. So if you are interested for this, check with this. This Python is this is the timing. These are the things we are going to provide. That is course content I was showing you, right? Even in the chart, you can see, you can copy the course content to link. The course content link is provided. You can just copy that course content link, and that is. Tomorrow also everyone can attend same time using the same link to see more on this, right? So people from non-programming or zero programming, tomorrow I'll just show you some sample snippets of Python. You can check how simple the Python statements as compared with other programs. Any queries you have got? You can just go with your queries now, right?
Sir, I had a query. So, when you say that assignments and tasks are given and interview questions are given, so would it be given for every lecture? What would be the frequency?
The most of for most of the topics I'll be giving it, right? All the
Uh,
topics
mo-
for most of for all the topics, right? At the end of the topic, I'll be giving this assignments tasks.
so that is ideally one topic completes in how many days? Like 3, 4 days?
It depends. It's a language, right? Python is a language. So some bigger topics are there, like collections, like object-oriented programmings. Some small topics are there. Some topics completes in 2 days. Some takes 4 days. Some takes 1 week, right? So for that important topics like functions, like collections, for this object-oriented programmings, right? I'll be providing this. Means mainly, right, for the topics which are important, right? I'll be providing this assignments and tasks. And
Okay. Sir, actually, I'm particularly interested in the questions and tasks what are given. So, how can we go ahead with it? Would it be like,
so, okay. First thing is one more thing I forgot to say. See, as part of this course, what I am with 300 plus code examples I'll be discussing. Code examples I'll be discussing, right? And 15 to 20 applications will be developing as part of this course, right? 15 to 20 means especially from the Django applications creations. So nearly 15 to 20 applications will be developing. Apart from this 300 plus code examples, nearly like 300 plus assignments tasks on all these topics, right? So I'll be providing for a lot of assignments tasks.
in the course of 70 days?
Yes, this one, yes, 70
Okay.
hours, and for this framework 140 hours, right?
Okay.
70 for this. And people who feels that 4 months is too long, right? Even from Monday to Friday, you'll attend this Python classes. For frameworks, for all this, right? Yeah, that weekend classes are available Saturdays, Sundays, right? 2 hours on Saturdays, 2 hours on Sundays, where you can parallelly attend both Python and this frameworks. You may ask, without that any Python knowledge, means here directly you won't learn that frameworks of Python. You will be updated with this UI technologies, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, which doesn't require any Python knowledge. You'll be updated parallelly. By the time these things complete, your Python core completes here, and then we'll go with the Django frameworks and this, right? To reduce the time, right? Otherwise, you can go one after the other. Once you get enrolled, you can attend any of my Python batch, right? Yes. Any other queries, right? Yes.
So when is the batch starting?
Yes, today is the session 1. Tomorrow will be the session 2, session 3, session 4. It continues. This all it won't be repeated again.
Got it, sir.
Tomorrow session 2. So today, first 2 days, I'll be giving the introduction to Python and that coding wise, what are the importance of modules, features, all this. But later after from the third day, installations, execution modes, all this I'll be discussing. Today and tomorrow. Tomorrow is not replication of today's. Tomorrow it will be a separate session, like coding wise sample snippets and that modules importance that I'll be discussing. And from day after tomorrow, it will be starting with the Python installation, Python execution modes, Python software foundation. From day after tomorrow, the coding technical part starts, right? Yes.
Hi, sir. So,
Yeah.
so I don't have any
you
basic
have a question?
knowledge on the programming, sir. So you can cover with starting from the with basic knowledge. You can start, right? You can
Yes,
find.
yes. Yeah. That's what I was saying, right? Especially people from non-programming or zero programming.
Yeah.
Once you attend tomorrow's session, you will see how this Python statements looks. I'll show you some 5 to 6 examples of Python, right? It's
Yeah.
not only like basic examples, some complex examples I'll show you. Some graphs, generating graphs in Python, I'll show you. You doesn't have any knowledge, right? Tomorrow you say whether you are able to understand the statements or not. Tomorrow I'll take some 6 to 7 examples. I'll show you, right? Python examples. Like English statements, you'll be what happening in each statement you can easily analyze.
So
Complex.
we can cover all the variables and symbols. What is the where we can use that?
Yes, from the scratch ground
Yeah.
level to the advanced level, right? Because Python syntaxes are little different as compared with other programmings. Everything I'll be discussing from the scratch to this advanced level. The people
Yeah. I don't
non-programming,
know. I don't have the other. Sorry.
yeah, yes, people with zero programming, non-programming, just try to do that practicals that day itself, explore the practicals, experiment it. Any queries you can ask in the next session. At the start of the session, you can ask. If any other during the session also, you can unmute yourself. Not understood anything, you can just ask me up. I'll provide more examples. There won't be any concept of not understanding, right?
Okay.
Everything you will be understanding step by step. I'll be typing in, I'll be showing you.
Yeah,
Nothing like
we can cover the classes like the what are the symbols we use, right, for the braces and tilt, where we can
all
use,
that,
why we can use dollars.
all
Yeah.
that Python syntaxes will be discussed, right?
Okay.
Fine.
Thank you, sir.
That's why I said it's not 45 hours course.
Mm.
It's a 70 hours course, right? For Python for an advanced.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Any other queries, right? Anyone, right?
Yeah, when is the actual class getting started?
So 1 second. Tomorrow, I'll be briefing you more on this Python, the Python coding, Python modules tomorrow, right?
Okay.
And from the day, next class onwards, tomorrow will be the session 2. Session 3 onwards, I'll go with the Python technicals, installations, execution modes of Python, right? That's what.
Okay.
So it's not, it's like session come trial sessions for you, right? People who wants to see the level of the training. So you can attend these sessions for the next 3-4 days. But these things won't be repeated again.
Okay, these topics will not be covered in the main
Means
training. Okay.
these won't be repeated again. This is
Uh-huh.
session 1. Tomorrow is session 2, session 3, session 4. You can attend the
Okay.
first 4 sessions, right? Means to check that. Then session 5, session 6 onwards, the link will be changed.
Okay.
That's what.
But you will be providing the video recording for
Yeah,
all
you will
these
be
sessions,
getting the
right?
record video, right?
Okay.
You will be
Okay.
getting the record videos. Videos you will be getting to your Google Drives. Once you got enrolled, right? From the session 5 onwards, you will be getting the videos to your Google Drive. Tomorrow, there'll be even today's video. Tomorrow during the session, the link will be posted in your chart. If anyone, okay. Notes you will be getting to your mail IDs, videos to your Google Drives, and assignments and tasks also will be provided, right?
Perfect. Yeah.
And a WhatsApp group for any technical discussions, direct interaction with me, right? Within the WhatsApp group. So it's fine. So the WhatsApp group is not from DurgaSoft. I myself creating that WhatsApp group for the students to interact with me for any errors, for any right? Anything if you got any error, take the snap and post in the group. Anybody can answer. I'll be answering it, right? Yes. Fine.
Okay. Thank you.
So any other
I
queries?
have a
Any-
question.
Yes.
So am I audible?
Yes.
Okay.
More
So for any applications on AI, like if I want to build a AI model, so which course should I choose? The advanced.
See one thing. AI, right? For
Yeah.
ML or
Yes.
DL or AI, for all this, right? The prerequisite is Python. So total implementation goes in Python, right? You need to have good command on this Python programming. I was saying, right? The language that you are using to implement it is Python, right? You need to have all the full knowledge about this Python, and you need to have a command on this Python. So even for these people who are from environments like data science, right? Or big data, I'm going to discuss some models related to different environments, right? Some models related to data science, I'm discussing some models related to big data, some related to databases, some related to operating systems, right? And how to create our own modules in Python, right? So this is database access, Python operating system related, graphic related, Excel workbook related, data analytics related, data science, and Pandas module, NumPy module, and Matplotlib for plottings and visualization, right? From that advanced level that I'll be discussing, right? People who are going for this data science ML, even this some models are there that you need to have the prerequisites for that. I'll be discussing as part of this course, right?
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. So
And
yeah.
and
Yeah.
this entire 70 hours of session will be conducted by you. 140 hours, sorry.
All 140 hours by me only. Even that UI technologies,
Okay.
the frameworks, all this will be discussed by me. Yes. So once we start from the session 3 onwards, right? I want more interaction from your side, right? People, every statement I type, you will be responding, right? What is that expected output? See, I was showing you, right? Interactive mode in Python. For every statement, we'll get the response. It is giving the response in the same way, statement by statement. the output, what will be the output? You people will be responding, right? For every statement I type, you will be responding. What is the output of that every statement type? How you are going to build the code, that the importance will be given on building the code, right? How you are going to build for any given tasks, which functionalities to be used. You need to have the idea about all this. As part of this course, I was saying, right, I'll be discussing functional programming with Python, object-oriented programming with Python, scripting, and modular programming. These things I'll be covering: procedure-oriented, object-oriented, scripting, and modular programming with Python. And how to create our own modules, I'll be discussing, right?
Okay. And at what time the class starts at 8 p.m.? For a few days it will be 7 p.m., right? Oh,
So I said 1 week from now, 1 week or max, first 7 to 8 sessions will be at 7 p.m. After that, it will be at 8 p.m., 8 to 9.
okay. Yeah, thank you.
Sir, as part of project, what application we'll be developing?
E-commerce.
Okay.
It will be 5 days a week session or 6 days a week?
So mostly 5 days only, but in Saturdays, anytime if I'm free, I'll pre-intimate you if there is any session.
Thank you.
Okay. So if I'm
Any
done,
specific
yes.
softwares or hardware required?
In Python
license?
Python can be installed on any hardware, right? There is no prerequisites. Just 25 MB size Python software, right? Can be installed. Day after, means in the session 3, tomorrow, not day after tomorrow, or the next session, I'll be showing you the installation. Anywhere on the Windows environment, Linux environment, Mac OS, even in your smartphones, you can install Python. You can write code and execute the code, right? About the software, just it takes nearly 1 minute to install Python. It's not a bigger one, right? But IDEs are there. In real time, we use IDEs, right? That IDEs, I'll be showing you step by step how to download and how to install. With a kind of environment, integrated development environment, right? The IDEs I'll be showing you, like Anaconda distributions, Jupyter, PyCharm, Spider, VS Code. These things I'll be discussed once we are done with a little bit of technical content,
Okay.
right? So now don't worry about the software. Step by step, I'll show where to download, how to install, step by step. Parallelly, you can also install along with me. If anyone facing any problem, I'll ask you to share the screen. Your screen you can share so that I can check with that error, right, at the end of the session. Okay. Fine. So if I'm done with the queries, I will sign off for now. Meet you tomorrow, same time at 7 p.m. using the same link, right? Thank you all for your time. Thank you. Meet you tomorrow. Good night.
Thank you.